Good night, everyone. I'm gonna start soon. Just give me a minute to get in some lives going. So you'll be able to hear me on all platforms. Just give me a sec. We'll be live on TikTok, live on YouTube. Hear me on platforms. Live on TikTok, live on YouTube.
Here, Jerry. We still have $4,000.
Please mute your
I'm gonna ask
device.
everybody to please mute your mics. Will not. Hey, Paul, I'm gonna make you co-host so you and Elizabeth are gonna be co so you can actually make those people remain silent for me, my co-host. I'm live. And then Elizabeth and Paula, you could just accept people as they come in. So we'll have it smooth so I can focus on what I'll be doing. Yep, confirm. So I have two co-hosts to monitor the stream. And somebody could monitor on YouTube for me. And I have my social media manager on TikTok. We're going live on TikTok in just a second. Let me just clean this camera lens so we can get. Looks good. All right, good night, everybody. Tonight we are gonna be doing a marathon live as we have a goal in mind. And people who are coming on to our challenge about what it's about. I'm gonna demonstrate a few things as you see here. We're gonna be making some inroads into explaining how we go about making our detox.
John, I'm not gonna hear you. No one hear it. Baby, good?
Aaron,
You want to put it or you want to put it back up?
Spencer, please mute your mic. We are hearing everything in your bedroom. People. Thank you. Anisha, your mic is not muted. Oh, Tamara West, that is okay. All right, so yes, good night, everybody. So tonight we're here to talk about one thing and one thing only, the challenge starting tomorrow. So tomorrow, November 16, March Flatbelly Challenge, brought to you by the 14-day Flatbelly Challenge. So we've done 14-day Flatbelly Challenges for a while, and many of you, thousands of you have said from this. Some of you have done it 5, 6, 10 times, lost 50 or 60 or 70 pounds. So everywhere I go into the amazing benefits. So if it's your first time, please make sure you follow me on all the platforms and you share the live now so people can join, because we're going to be on here for a couple of hours tonight to explain to everybody how it is that you go about losing weight. Now, there are many ways to lose weight, and my method is one of those. Many go through step by step how you lose weight on the formerly 14-day Flatbelly Challenge. Now, this special edition, 21 days. So I'm giving you 1 week extra at no extra cost. It's still $14.99 USD. And for those of you who want to join me on TikTok, Paula is going to share the link in the Zoom platform. And so you can click on the link. There's a form to fill out. The different options of payment of your $14.99 USD receipt to my number, which is 5835632 Jamaican number. You'll see it in the link up top. And we get to started. So the challenge is based on a number of things, and we're going to go through them one by one. So from day one, everybody knows exactly what's expected of them to lose weight. So first thing that we do each we actually have a habit of drinking water. We have a habit of drinking room temperature or warm water with a little bit of something in it.
It's challenging. I got do sometimes. I think.
And warm water ready. It's
This
not yet warm. Let me get it warm. But I'm gonna have a glass here, and I'm gonna explain to you what this is about. So this is a glass of room temperature water. This is about 14, almost 16 ounces of water. My warm water going in the background. And we're gonna add to our water this thing here, pink Himalayan salt, right? So I'm gonna go through the daily routine with you so you know exactly. So every morning for the challenge, we do this. This pink Himalayan salt is different from regular table salt in that regular table salt contains three. My Zoom platform. If they gotta keep it quiet. You add to your water a pinch.
Okay. Okay.
Literally our pink Himalayan salt, which this one is. And why do you do this each morning? And you're actually gonna spin it around a little bit. Got my drinking straw here, so let's mix it up a little bit. This is to make sure of a couple of things. You're well hydrated. Hydration is gonna be key to your health, to your bodily functions, key to your detox, which is one of the things we're gonna talk about in a second. Hydration is gonna help you to get your stool normalized if you're constipated. Hydration here contains salt because salt helps your body to hold in the water. You don't lose the water immediately as you take it in. But the salt is for your nourishment. This salt contains 60 minerals, including sodium, potassium, magnesium, manganese. It contains all the different trace minerals that your body needs. And taking in a small amount every day is not going to raise your blood pressure, but will actually nourish you, prevent deficiencies. Challenge because many of you have cravings, sugar cravings, carb cravings, chocolate cravings. And these cravings sometimes are due to deficiency of minerals. So this is one way to literally eliminate your war with food, eliminate your craving with food. And so this practice of drinking. So I sometimes just drink half of this at room temperature and add to it half a cup of warm or hot water to get it to a temperature that I like, because I don't like hot water in the morning. No, this is not my favorite. My favorite is actually this, adding a lemon to the water. So that's an alternative. And in the challenge, you learn the different things that you can add to your water to make it interesting. Lemon is a source of vitamin C, lots of minerals and antioxidants. So literally squeeze a lemon into your water, and that can go along with your salt and keep you hydrated and get your vitamin C levels and other vitamin levels up. And that actually tastes better than just the salt. So this is one habit you're going to carry right through. And have this habit every single morning of drinking 16 ounces of water, room temperature or warm, first thing in the morning. You'll actually see improvements in your health. So I want to say to you that the challenge has many components. And if you perhaps can't do, you will still benefit. If you do 2 or 3 of the things that are required in the challenge, you'll still get major benefits. So for the challenge and to carry on throughout the rest of your life. So that's number one. Right? Another early morning ritual that we have in the challenge is to do a meditation. So each morning in the challenge, we'll post for you a guided meditation session, usually about 10-15 minutes long. And we ask that you take 10-15 minutes, preferably in the morning or any time that you find appropriate. And that's the beauty about the challenge. It's not that everybody has to get to put a certain activity. You do it within your schedule. There are persons in the challenge who are in Africa. There are persons in the UK. There are persons in the USA and Canada and Jamaica and Barbados and Cayman. So people are in different time zones. So we are not gonna all sync our clocks together and our activities. We're gonna be doing them at different times. And so I expect that when you rise in the morning, that meditation will be there waiting for you. And my team members, Tamara and Sister Wellness, are very efficient at post. You'll get that in the challenge if you already have joined. If you're not already in the challenge, please, this is your time to join. It's very inexpensive, $14.99 USD, 2,400 Jamaican dollars. If you're on TikTok, go to the link in my bio and you'll click the link, my link tree, and you'll see 21-day challenge. Click it, fill out the form, send the payment, and send the receipt, and be added tonight. If you're on other platforms, they'll be posting that link that you fill out the form. You'll have the credit and debit cards and back transfer. If you want to come to the office and pay cash, as a 503 all have no problem. All right. So moving on now to our meditation. And meditation is really important, and people underestimate the value of doing a simple meditation in the morning. You know, people spend their lives practicing meditation to get to a state where you can literally quiet your mind down, you know, just the ability of yourself to listen to your breathing, to listen to a hum, and eventually to get to the point where you can eliminate all thoughts and then you get your brain to focus. Now, this is for a number of reasons. Why does this help with weight loss? Stress is one of the major causes of weight gain. If you're stressed, many people will eat inappropriately. Stress eaters, and you all know yourselves. When you're stressed, you eat a lot and eat the wrong foods. That's one. When you're stressed, your cortisol level goes up, and that causes weight gain, especially around the tummy. And so getting rid of cortisol and to really get your hormones in sync with weight loss. This meditation routine will help you to manage your time and your day better, help you to center yourself and organize your thoughts. So you're getting lifestyle benefits beyond just weight loss. You'll also find if you're a spiritual person, meditation improves your spiritual life significantly. So that's a benefit that we all enjoy. And of course, everybody in your life, your family will be better off by having to deal with a person who is less cranky, less irritable, and more calm. And now, the other thing that's important in our challenge, apart from the water in the morning and meditation, is that going throughout the day, we continue to drink water. So the amount of water you drink, we have a formula for it, right? And it's half your body weight in pounds, so your body weight in kilograms. So if you're 120 pounds, half of that is 100. That's the amount of ounces of fluids you drink per day. And the fluid doesn't have to be water. I'm going to make that very clear. So your fluid will be made up of water you drink in the morning, coconut water you'll have throughout the day. Your smoothie is a fluid. Your tea, if you like tea, that's a fluid. So all those add up to give you the half your body weight in ounces. And this is very key for the weight loss journey. It does this. That's one. So I'll tell you straight out. When you drink more fluids, especially before a meal, right, not immediately, you actually fill your stomach up so you're less hungry. So that's one. If in fact you are on one of those days that we call OMAD, or fasting, and you're hungry to death, a great trick is to drink a cold glass of water. That's the only time I recommend cold water, and that cuts your hunger. So drinking fluids helps you to manage and be able to manage how you eat throughout the day. So this is a great way to not overeat. So water throughout the day, half your body weight in ounces in divided doses in whatever fluid you like, right? So we soon get into what fluids are allowed apart from water and routine. So if you've missed anything so far, guys, this is a 21-day flat belly challenge where you're gonna get a flat tummy and lose up to 20 pounds before Christmas by joining now for a nominal fee of $14.99 USD. Link is in my bio. People tap the like, tap the screen on TikTok so people can join the live. There are 175 people on here on TikTok. Zoom, we have 66. On YouTube, we have some more people joining. and my team members. There are people in the Zoom who's mute their mics. I don't want to be disrupting me. All right, thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna move on to something else now, guys. So we talked about drinking water, we talked about the meditation that you do each morning, right? A very key component of the challenge is the detox. And I'm gonna get into that now. So I'm gonna here on my screen, so I can give you, hold on a second there. So we're gonna be using a number of ingredients, and I deliver one today for emphasis because somebody today reached out to me that they're allergic to pineapples, and just say to you that every ingredient in our detox has a purpose. But if you have only one ingredient, you can still have some benefit from the because I'm missing one ingredient. There are two very important ingredients, yes. But guess what? Even if you have one of those, I'm going to explain to you the different benefits you get from each one as we go through today. So let me just bring this up here, guys. Little handicap by trying to do multiple things at once. So our detox is to help you start your health journey right. Any self-respecting naturopathic doctor or functional doctor or herbalist great is to clean and fix your gut. Great health starts here. This is where your digestion absorbs nutrients. It's where you house your microbiome, your 100 trillion bacteria. This is where you make your brain chemicals that run your brain. Brain exists where waste is held, and if waste is not held properly, it's gonna infiltrate your system and it's gonna make you sick. So this is a really, really key area. You have to keep clean. And so our ingredient list, guys, we're gonna be making tonight 6 doses because the detox portion of the challenge is the first 3 days. Take detox 8 ounces morning, first thing when you wake up with your water, and the last thing before bedtime, or after your last meal, whenever time is convenient. So your detox is gonna consist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients. The ingredients are aloe vera, turmeric, ginger, pineapple, lemon, and did I say ginger and garlic? Right? So we're gonna go through now to 6 8-ounce portions. You're gonna need to have a few ingredients. Now my blender here is my NutriBullet. It's not gonna hold 6 doses. So I'm gonna make 2 doses. I'm gonna make 16 ounces of my smoothie tonight. All right. So to make 6 ounces of your smoothie, you're gonna need 1 stalk of aloe vera. So this is one of our key ingredients you don't know. So aloe vera has some great benefits, which is why it's really included. Aloe vera, the gel in aloe vera is gonna be rich in fiber to clean and scrub your intestinal lining. The mousse in aloe vera coats your stomach. So if you have things like peptic ulcer disease or acid reflux, this coats your stomach, protect from the acid and allow stimulating bile release and helps you to excrete excess estrogen and body fats from your body. Aloe vera is a great healing herb and detoxifier of your entire gastrointestinal tract. So this is a really important component, but you can still make your detox without. Watch yourself one more time. So to make 6 doses, you're gonna need 3 of these. I have 3, but I'm only gonna use the NutriBullet to make 2 doses. I'm using 1. So I'm gonna be peeling this. All right, so cut off that end right there, guys. You can chop it in maybe 3 or 4 bits to make it easier to handle. Cut it on the side right there, cut on the side right here, and I'm gonna just peel off the skin, and literally I'm gonna just get the clear part out into my blender. So I'm just peeling here, guys. So this is how you're making your detox tonight. And I said aloe vera is really, really useful. It can be used on your skin. If you have dry skin, eczema, psoriasis, any skin condition. You just want to have your skin to look young. Not accepting any co-host, guys. So I'm gonna be dumping my aloe vera right into my blender there. we have time, so just be patient and follow along. When you're done here, you can go and make yours. Many of you are already not new for you. So if you're just joining, and I see people still joining, this is a demonstration as to the procedures in our 21-day Flatbelly challenge that people are going to be starting tomorrow. So this is your last chance to get your flat tummy before the year ends and lose 20 pounds before Christmas. And you're going to be coached by myself and my team. I have Tamara on, and I have Paula Johnson, Sister Wellness on, and together the three of us are going to be coaching you. I must also, at this point, I'm going to give a shout out to my resident fitness trainer, Brianna Johnson from B3 Body Labs. Today, I got a picture from her from Venezuela. She just won her pro card. So IBBF International. She's now a professional bodybuilder, having gotten her certificate and gotten her trophy and her medal from a competition in Venezuela. And we want to big up Brianna for doing so well representing her country and becoming a professional bodybuilder after many years of working hard. And soon you'll all meet her. All right. Aloe vera is the first ingredient here, guys. So we're putting 1 aloe vera for 2 doses. Next ingredient is pineapple. So I'm leaving out the pineapple deliberately because there are persons who are allergic to pineapple, and if you are, leave that out, right? Pineapple is supposed to contain bromelain, which is an enzyme which helps to digest food faster, helps with the sweetness, so it gives a little bit of taste, so you enjoy your detox a little better, right? So pineapple is great for inflammation. So if you have gut inflammation, joint inflammation, which many of you have, and gonna complain that you can't exercise, the detox will help you to have a little less pain. So I'm not adding that tonight. Another ingredient that people can be allergic to is citrus. So this is orange and this is grapefruit. So if you're on certain medications like nifedipine or calcium channel blockers, you probably can't take grapefruit, but you probably can take orange, or you probably can take lemons, or you can take limes. All of these are possible additions. So you choose one, right? And for this formula, we tend to use 3 oranges. For the 6 doses, I'm doing 2 doses. I'm going to use 1 orange. I'm going to use orange specifically because, pineapple isn't here and I need a little sweetness. We Jamaican love a little sweetness, but all of it. So I'm going to be peeling. So I tend to peel my orange, use a rind, but after peeling, guys, everything else goes in the blender. The seeds go in the blender because the seeds help to kill the worms, the properties, and that's one of the main reasons for sweetness, for vitamin C, which is an antioxidant, so it helps to keep your cells young, especially cells in your gastrointestinal tract. Some persons who have peptic ulcer disease, acid reflux might find this problematic, so you leave it out. Do not take in foods that are going to make you feel sick. So you just cut this up into some bits here, right? And you drop this into your blender just like that. So that's 2 ingredients down in my blender. My 1 orange and 1 stalk of aloe vera. Then I'm gonna go on to my garlic. Now, garlic is here. So I'm gonna remind you how we do garlic. So for the entire formula of 6 doses, we use 12 cloves of garlic, right? So for 2 doses, we're gonna do 4 cloves of garlic, and you're gonna crush your garlic, guys. Crush your garlic. All right, so after we crush it, usually we leave it out on the counter for about 10 minutes. So they are crushed. Why do we leave it out on the counter for 10 minutes? Because the active ingredient is in garlic is called allicin. Now, there is no is actually being made right now by crushing the garlic. There are enzymes in the cell walls of the garlic that are going to interact with allicin, which is in the garlic, and convert it to allicin. And that takes about 10 to 20 minutes. So we're going to crush our garlic there, leave it out, and add other ingredients in the meantime. Right? Garlic is a great addition. this detox. Why? Because it contains antibiotic, antiviral, and anti-helminthic properties. So it kills viruses, bacteria, antifungal properties. So it kills all the bad germs that might be inside your gastrointestinal. So it will kill all those bad germs which you're trying to detox yourself of, because they may be causing you to be sick. In fact, many of you have sugar cravings because you have excess yeast in your intestinal tract. Yes, yeast vagina, but it tends to come from overgrowth of intestinal yeast. This is the cure. This is the cure. Once you detox your gut of yeast, then your sugar cravings will go down dramatically. And so many persons have said to me that after doing the challenge, they no longer desire sweet stuff. They thought I maybe worked some voodoo magic on them. No, this is the voodoo magic. This got rid of the sugar craving, right? So I'm letting that sit for a few minutes, guys, to convert the Ali into allicin. So let that stay right there. We're going to go to the next step, which is our turmeric. So turmeric, I have 6 inches of turmeric as the amount, 6 doses. I tend to go overdose and like the whole of this. So you can use this. This is about 2 inches of turmeric, right? Or you can use turmeric powder, which I have here. So a teaspoon of turmeric powder. You know, I love the color of the detox so much. I'm gonna add the raw turmeric.
Did we lose Doc? Hello? Elizabeth?
Yeah, we did. Momentarily. We did lose him. So I suspect he will try to log back on.
All right. So
Yeah.
while we're waiting for him to get back on, my detox is ready. I think he was getting ready to put the turmeric in the detox and to talk about it. So let's give him a minute and see if he's gonna rejoin. But while we wait, do you guys have any questions regarding the detox?
Hi, good night. This is Rakesh. I do have a question.
Yes.
I would have done a few of the 14-day flat belly challenge, right?
Yes.
But in terms of the detox, though, the frequency of me taking it, I'm not sure how frequent, because each time I start, is it that I need to be detoxing for 3 days? And if it is that I detox this month and I break for maybe another month or so, do I need to detox and resume? Like, how frequent is it? And I could take it. Is it safe to take it that frequent, or there's a time span that you guys recommend taking that detox?
There's no time span on it. Some people take it as frequently as possible, especially say if you were to go on a vacation and sometimes you eat stuff that that's no longer on our diet plan, and you want to do a quick detox. And some people will do it. And then if you don't feel like you need to do it, if there's no need for you to take it, then it's absolutely fine.
So Rakesh, the beautiful thing with the ingredients in the detox is that they are natural. So it's not like you're taking a detox from the pharmacy. So that is the reason why you can there's no harm. So we love it. We love the detox system, and I mean we will let you know that it because of the glow you get from your skin and all of that. So yeah, so you can.
Thank you very much for the insight. Appreciate it.
Thanks for adding that.
Hi.
Good night.
Hi.
I'm Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
I'm currently on a colon cleanse detox. Do I have to do this other detox for the challenge?
I am back.
He's back. Doc, you heard that question?
No, I didn't hear the last part of it. Patricia, please repeat.
I am currently on a colon cleanse detox thing. Do I
No,
have
man,
to
just do that one. Do that one.
this other?
You don't need to do this one.
Okay, all
I
right.
recommended that for you, so it's fine. It's a good replacement. So you don't need to do two, all right?
All right. Thank
All
you.
right, great.
I have a quick question
All right, let's
before
go
that
ginger.
starts.
We're talking about ginger now, guys. So ginger is the next ingredient in our detox. So welcome back to my Zoom audience. Let me just make sure the live stream is running on YouTube. Yes, it is running. So ginger is the next ingredient. So ginger contains gingerol, which many of you never heard of. This is the active ingredient in ginger. Ginger, as you know, is good for gas. So many of you have a big tongue because of excessive gas and bloating. So ginger helps with get rid of gas. In digestion. Hello? From my Zoom, could we mics, please? Marcel's, your mic is open, and a couple other persons. I'm here. Chatter. We did lose. I don't want to be doing this, guys. All right. Yeah. So ginger is effect on reducing gas and bloating, which gets your tummy down. Its effect on digestion and how you feel, and its effect on gut bacteria. It enhances good gut bacteria. So we're going to be adding same inch of ginger. So I'm adding extra ginger. If you do, that's fine too. But raw ginger is always best. And then we're going to add a little water because this is going to need some amount of water to actually get it sorted out. So I'm going to be adding about 10 ounces of water, and then we can blend. All right, let me add my water. And about 16 ounces of this detox, right? So just eyeball it. So I'm going to be blending now, guys. Give me a second. Let me get this blender sorted out. So if you're just joining on whatever platform, we are tonight discussing our 21-day Flatbelly challenge, which we're starting tomorrow. And your opportunity is here to get 20 pounds off your body before Christmas and get a flat tummy like so many of on YouTube. It link is in the chat. If you're on TikTok, go to my name up top, click my name, go to my page, follow the page, and you'll see the link in my bio. It's 421-day Flatbelly challenge at the top of the list. You click that, it takes you to a form. You fill the form out, you pay your money online. There are various payment methods. If you're overseas, doesn't matter, Africa, send the receipt to me. The number to send the receipt to, or to WhatsApp, the number is 876-583-5632. So it's 876 WhatsApp that number now. You get an automated response with the link to join, right? And you do the same thing and WhatsApp back the receipt to that same number, and you'll be added tonight. All right, let's go.
Doc, while you're blending, can you hear me? I guess you're frozen. There's a question in the chat. Someone asked about storing the detox in water bottle if they don't have the jars. Can you hear that? You back?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Yes. So I want to say to that person that it's absolutely fine how you store it. And also what I want to add here, in the challenge, you're going to see people post recipes and so forth. And if you might not have all the ingredients, it's absolutely fine. Just use what you have. This challenge is not meant to cause any hardship, right? So use what you have, and that will be absolutely fine.
Right, so I'm just straining off my detox ingredients. You do not have to strain if you're strong. Then you can actually have it unstrained with all the fiber in it. My heart not so strong.
Doc, while you're doing that, a
The drink
question, here's a question asking, what if they don't have the fresh lime or lemon? Can they use the bottled lime or lemon juice?
If it's authentic lemon or lime, yes. If it's just some artificial one, just leave it out. There is no ingredient that is absolutely mandatory, as I said. I don't know if you get actually natural lemon juice in a bottle. What I see sometimes is lemon flavored water. Which is artificial. All right, so let me get my my funnel here. Yes, I got my funnel and I have my bottle. So I'm gonna add this in. I'm gonna add this back to here. Ooh,
And
all
it
right.
doesn't matter if it's in plastic or glass. Someone is asking that question again.
It makes a
Please
huge
use
difference.
what
I don't
you
want to
have.
get into that tonight, but I'm using glass. Glass is always best, guys. Plastic is gonna be adding to your toxic load. So I have here 2 doses, 16 ounces of my detox. It's going in my fridge to start tomorrow morning, but because I'm so extra, I'm gonna drink some right now. I have a little bit extra here left, so I have 16 ounces in my fridge in my glass bottle waiting. You can prepare all of the detox and store it in your fridge for the entire 3 days. That's probably the best and easiest way to do it. So let me taste it. Let me see what it is. Wait for it. Lord, that tastes bad. But guess what? The benefit you get from something like this is so great that the taste is something that I personally prepared to overcome. I've been doing this for 2 years, Sister Wellness, and I haven't gotten used to the taste of this thing. But I keep doing it over and over again because of the benefits of my skin, my gut, my energy levels, how I feel again. And I'm encouraging you to fight through that one, man. It's just 3 days. It's not the entire 21 days. All right. Water. All right. So that's done. That's detox. And let me just get these out of the way from the next item on the agenda. All right, so these into the sink. All right,
All right,
guys.
Doc. So while you're cleaning up, in terms of like drinking it first thing in the morning, I don't like when it's cold. So I keep mine next to my bed. So as soon as I get up, I drink it because I drink mine before I drink the water. You could drink your water first and then you wait 30 minutes. Doc, I noticed you drank some water just now. What's the recommendation for drinking the water after taking?
Well, it is bad. I'm watching it on mouth.
All right, good. Got it.
That's what I
All
drink
right.
water.
So,
I'm being honest, guys. Some people actually tell me that they like it. They add extra pineapple to get a better taste and they enjoy the detox. I don't love it. I do it because it's absolutely amazing and healthy and it's gonna set you up for faster results. If you detox properly, your weight loss is much simpler and effortless. You don't have to fight as much. So generally though, Paula,
yes.
I still probably think you know, first thing in the morning, my water is what I would recommend, and then you do detox afterward. But either way, it doesn't really matter. I don't think it makes a huge difference. You know, which so first thing before any meal is what I tend to do. But in the night is my last thing, and I don't tend to have water at night. So I do the detox as my last thing in the night before I'll go to bed. That's really how I do it. All right. All right. So moving on from detox. Anything else,
One
Paula?
more. Wait. There's a question in chat about how soon after the detox do you have a bowel movement?
Well, for
Then
me,
you move
I
on.
have 2 bowel movements a day, typically, and it's unrelated to my detox. So when I do detox, this is not about diarrhea. This is not about softening your stool to go to the bathroom 10 times a day. This is totally doable with work life. So the detox is for get rid of bad bugs in your gut, get rid of gas, basically helping to heal the stomach lining, reduce inflammation, clean your liver. So this is not about diarrhea. You know, if you do the detox and you follow the diet plan, you will, if you have constipation, get relief. But this is not a washout, guys. So do not expect that you're gonna have 10 episodes of bathroom visits or fat. This is about. So we're not doing a colon cleanse. This is a full body detox to reduce inflammation, but to be able to clean itself out and clean your body out. That's what we're doing here. So it doesn't significantly change my bowel habit. I'm not going to the bathroom 10 minutes after. No. The only time I go to the bathroom 10 minutes after is when I have moringa seeds. That's a great way if you want to wash out and send a powder or some Epsom salts. All right, so we're going to move on now, guys. So we've done water, we have done our meditation, we have done our detox. So you guys understand, and the formula, the video to do it, we posted in their group again. So you'll get a video again, a formula I use that will be posted in the group. For those of you who are just joining, it will be in the group that you join to start our 20 challenge. So please follow Dr. Thomas's page, guys. Click the screen so people can see. When you click the screen and like it, live, more people get to see the live and more people get to benefit. So that's your contribution if you're not going to be joining. And continue to watch, now we can move on to the next thing. We're 48 minutes, 46 minutes in. We're making progress. All right. So next thing I want to talk about, guys, the diet, of course. The diet is going to be ties to the diet. We change up a couple of things because you have to appreciate that if you're 220 pounds at 5 feet 6 inches, there are some things you would have been doing wrong. And so we have a eating plan that's based on research from many researchers over the years. So I based this plan on the work of Dr. Jason Fung, who wrote the Obesity Code, on Dr. Joel Furman, who wrote Super and the Nutritarian Diet. There are lots of authors, and I also base it on my HCG book, which is Pounds and Inches, by Dr. Simeone from Italy. So all of these authors, researchers, weight loss experts, I've read their work ad infinitum, know them by heart, and then I would have crafted based on a lot of their work and added and taken away things. So this is really a culmination of a lot of research and I'd say inspiration. All right. So so you can go to the link in my bio to click join 21 day. But reset. Thank you. 5 success stories, and she's coming back for a second dip, right? So Jody, I have a little mission she's gonna accomplish, and we are welcoming her back. So guys, come on, this is gonna be way too much fun for the next 21 days. I'm gonna be involved every step of the way because I have a goal to accomplish myself too. I don't want to lose weight, you know, I actually want to put on another 10 pounds, you know, on my arms and my legs and so on. But for the next 21 days, we're gonna have loads of fun in getting you to your goal, right? So let's talk about the diet. There are 2 things: what to eat and when to eat. Let's talk about when to eat. That's going to be the first thing we're going to talk about. So we're going to do what I call a 210 eating plan. 210 is actually, I crafted that terminology to simplify your understanding of the eating plan. So 210 represents how many times per day you're going to eat. So there are some days you're going to eat 2 meals a day, some days you're going to eat 1 meal a day, and some days you're going to eat 0 meals per day. Sounds scary? Guess what? 20,000 people have done over the past 2 years. So there's nothing special about it that you can't do. I'm sure if they do it, you can do it. Now, let's get that straight. So there's no 3 meal a day, there's no snacks in between. So it's 2 meals, 1 meal, or 0 meal. And that's going to be spelled out to you clearly on the schedule that we give you. So on the eating plan, 4 days a week, yes, you're going to eat 2 intermittent fasting. And in these are 6 hours apart. So you're gonna have 6 hours of eating, 6 hour eating window within you eat your 2 meals, your breakfast and lunch, or your lunch and dinner, not breakfast and dinner. Meaning that you have 18 hours of the day when you're not eating, you're drinking only water and tea, right? And you're in that 18 hours, you're probably sleeping 8 hours anyway. So it's gonna be like really, really about 10 hours that you're not eating. You know, so it's not like it's the end of the world. So and you get up in the morning, 2 hours, you know, and you have 2 hours here and you have 6 hours in the evening because you know it's just gonna be pretty easy. So on those 2 meals, what you're cutting, 2 meals means that you're cutting your calories. Those 2 meals have to be substantial meals. If you're eating 2 meals, you don't want to be dying for hunger and eating 2 eggs and 1 piece of plant and a cup of tea. That's not breakfast. We're gonna give you a healthy breakfast to eat. We'll give you example after example. In your lunchtime, you're gonna be a healthy lunch. All of your carbohydrate, fats, and protein, but let's not get to that. So it's 2 meals a day, 6 hours apart, with 18 hours of fasting on 4 days for the week. On 2 days for the week, we're gonna have a OMAD, OMAD, 1 meal a day. So you're gonna have a feast. And I prefer lunchtime, but you could have it at dinner or breakfast if you're brave. So you're gonna have a day per week and you have 1 meal for the day alone. So you'll drink water before and drink water after. And you have that 1 big meal, which is appetizer, main course, and dessert within the confines, right? So you're gonna be doing that on 2 days a week. And guys, this is not impossible. It's been done, and you're gonna be with us. We're gonna be encouraging you. We're gonna be right there beside you to make sure that it's done. This is the road to success that you've been looking for. And guys, on 1 day per week, but let's say it's 1 day, it's 2 days out of the 21 days. You're gonna have 0 meals for that 24 hours. You're gonna fast completely on water and tea for 24 hours. And then at the end, the last day is gonna be your treat day. That's the day you get to eat anything you want for 1 meal. So if you want a KFC, if you want to go buy some lobster, you want to go drink some ice cream. So that's coming up. So we do understand that you would have been dedicating yourself for 3 weeks and then 1 day we give you a break. And then guess what? Next week, you start back afresh and continue the journey because you've benefited so much, you love it so much. I know some of you are going to like in Western Jamaica, storm just hit you and you can't get everything you want. You can do the intermittent fasting, but the next part you might have challenge with, which is what to eat. So we're gonna be a little bit lenient with you if you are in that category. But if you're not in Western Jamaica, you don't have no excuse, right? So that's when to eat. Now, what do you eat? Well, I'd like to start with what to eat. So what you're gonna eat is this. You're gonna muscle needs to be built up in this challenge. So when you finish the challenge, you have more muscle and less fat. So your metabolic rate is higher. So you need protein to build muscle. So your protein sources must be locked down. So your protein can be your fish or your chicken on the days when chicken is allowed. It can be these things here like your protein powder. This is one of my favorites. This is Garden of Life. This is Orgain. We're gonna sugar less than 1 gram. Very important. This one contains the protein in this one is let me get this right, guys. I don't wanna mix it up too much. This one contains pea protein, and it's vanilla flavor. So this one contains organic pea protein, and chia seed protein, and some other protein. All right, so pea protein is the most, it is actually a very cheap form of protein, but it's a plant protein. So if you have it with dairy, which this is a great way to actually, there's nothing wrong with peas. People criticize this for being a cheap protein. It's peas. Peas is cheap. Peas is a good source of protein. Nothing wrong with that. This one, pea protein as its main protein. Same thing, chia seeds, spinach leaf, whole quality green stuff. This one is actually a protein plus greens. And I have other one, Dr. Josh Axe's company, and this one contains 20 grams of protein per serving like these. And this one contains 0 sugar, no sugar. This one is for those of you who have gut health issues, leaky gut syndrome, gas and bloating, IBS, great protein source for you. And there's a couple of other protein sources. You may want to use a whey protein if you don't have dairy issues. So if you're not sure about your protein, what you need to look at is total protein, plant-based or whey, and make sure that it's very low in sugar, because this is a low sugar or no sugar diet plan. So we know, sure, send it in the group and we'll tell you if it's appropriate or not. Another source of protein that I tend to use is my moringa leaf powder. So this is moringa leaf that's dried and blended and stored here. This is a great source of, and choose whatever protein source you want for your smoothies. You can choose your chicken and your fish, and we kind of stop there. We don't go nowhere else with the meat category at all. Chicken and fish, that's it. No matter we no beef and no pork and no mutton, that don't work around here, not on this weight loss program. Those are source of toxins more than detoxing and trying to lose weight. More on that later, right? So those are your protein sources. Your sources of carbohydrates are gonna be primarily your staples, right? Your yam, your banana, your cocoa, your breadfruit, your bami, all of those are allowed as sources of carbohydrates, which we're going to be allowing you to consume because we're not trying to starve you to death. Your sources of fat is going to be, again, your meat sources. It's going to be things like avocado, if you're there foreign, because Jamaica have no avocados, so all them blow off all the trees. I know this. It's going to be your seeds, your chia seed, your flax seed, your hemp seed, all these sources of fats. It's going to be your coconut products, your coconut milk, your coconut oil, your coconut, and you can use ghee if you're not plant-based. Ghee is clarified butter, and that's pretty okay on the program. All healthy plant fats that you need to incorporate into your meals. All right. Your sources of fiber and vitamins and minerals are going to be your vegetables and your fruits. And all vegetables and all fruits are allowed on the program except corn. We'll get to that in a minute, why corn is a vegetable and a grain and why not allowed. All right, so vegetables are going to be allowed to go in your smoothies, to go in your salads, to be steamed, to be boiled in your soups, whatever you're making, right? And you're allowed, and you have fruits that are going to be allowed. There are days when you're going to have fruits alone. So fruits are allowed universally. I'm so glad it's not mango time, but that's like the worst fruit for all of you all. So I don't have to worry about no mangoes in this time around. So your fruits are allowed. Your seeds are allowed. So I have here with me, let me get my seeds out of the fridge here. Hold on.
Doc, when you come back, we
These
have
really
some
key, guys.
questions on TikTok. And
yeah, but I need
we
to
have some
finish my
questions on TikTok and
thought.
YouTube.
I'm taking questions when I'm done. All right. So I'll take questions in a minute, guys. See, this is it's a trilogy. Denny's got this for me. Flax, chia, and hemp seed. Right. So that's 3 seeds in one. And then I have here pumpkin seeds, guys. Loads of pumpkin seeds, great source of protein. I have here chia seed, right, by itself. So it's your chia seed, which is gonna be useful in your chia puddings and in your smoothies. This I have to talk about a little bit. Chia seeds are a great way to detox your body. They go into your gut, they swell up, pull toxins out and excrete them. It's a great way to detox and to fill your stomach up easily. I also have a couple of cheat things that I use here. This one is Super Greens from Live Good, and it can be bought from the store. It's in my link in my bio, my Live Good store. This contains about 14 different vegetables in a powder form. Lots of protein, supplement your smoothies. All right. And I have also, for my extra protein and fat, some sliced almonds here. So whatever nuts you have, that's perfectly fine. We tend to not recommend peanut oil because of the mold it contains. your meat and your vegetables and your ground provisions, so left out deliberately. I'm going to tell you what they are because you're not allowed. And you're going to get cussed out for putting them on the plate and you're going to post in the challenge. So there are no grains in this challenge. The grains mean assuming send your sugar up. If your sugar up, go up the fat hormone. So insulin makes you store fat. Any food that says it is up, gonna make you get fatter, including oats. Right? So there's no oats on the challenge. There's no rice, no basmati, no brown rice. Like people have asked me, black rice is a thing, and black rice have checked it out, and the glycemic index is really low. So I can allow black rice and red rice. So those two types of rice you can have because they're low glycemic, right? I do allow quinoa because it's low glycemic. It's not rice. It's not really a grain. It's a pseudo grain. Buckwheat is allowed. So if you have those things in your local, then fine. You can go ahead and add those into your. So quinoa, buckwheat, black rice, red rice, if you can afford them, that's great, right? So the flour is out. But if you're a lover of things flour, then they have alternatives for you, and I have some right here you're making. This is sweet potato flour. There's such a thing. This one is from Aunt Delcy's Spice. I did a video about this and it's on my channel, so you can just subscribe. You can find out where to get this from, right? I have also here, this one is what? Almond flour. Yes, if you're into those kind of things. This one is breadfruit flour. So it's full of flour. And I know eat flour. So, and this one is what now? Flax and chia blend. This is flax and chia flour. So there's flour from every source, guys. So no matter what you want to make, you can find some flour to make it. And so you can't come beg me any, right? Go and buy your own. So flour. There's no white flour, there's no white bread, there's no biscuit, no bun, no butter, no pizza, none of those things. There's no sugar in the diet, guys. So there's no condensed milk, there's no lasco, there's no fruit juice. You make at home with your own nuts and your different kind of flours. Those are fine if you can make pastries. And I'm sure recipes that she'll share with you throughout the 21-day challenge. She herself is a content creator and has a channel. Sister Wellness, what's the name of your channel again? Tell them, please.
It's Sister Wellness on YouTube.
Wellness, SISTA Wellness on YouTube. So she is a resident chef. She not only cooks good, but it looks beautiful. So go YouTube and type in Sister Wellness. Follow her now so you can get access to all of the great meal ideas that will follow that channel now. You will have no excuse. You'll have all the recipes you need. SISTA Wellness on YouTube. Right there. This lemon actually tastes good, guys. Just finish it off in the water. I can keep hydrated. And continue talking. Can we look to those questions now? On the different platforms. I'm going to answer some questions now, guys. So post your questions. We're at 8 p.m. We're 1 hour in. We have 2 hours here. But I do.
All right, I'm going to start with YouTube.
Just a second, Sister Wellness. Doc, you didn't go over the exercise, the movement part of it?
Yeah, man, I know that. Let's go get to that.
Okay, no problem. All right. Okay, no problem. No problem.
Okay. So back to the detox question on YouTube. Someone is asking, how often do you drink it and when do you drink it? Maybe that person came on late.
Maybe came on late. So detox is the first 3 days of the challenge. So we are talking about, guys, the 21-day Flatbelly challenge that's starting tomorrow morning. If you want to get a flat tummy, you want to lose 20 pounds by Christmas, you gotta join now. It's $14.99 USD. If you're on YouTube, the link is in the chat. Post again, please. If you're on Zoom, click it, you'll see the different options, and you'll see 21-day Flatbelly challenge at the top. You click that one, you get a form to fill out. The payment options are in the form. You make the payment and send your receipt to the number on TikTok and WhatsApp 876-583-5632.
Okay. And what's the recommended measurement?
That's 876-5. For the
Sorry.
what?
What's the dosage for the detox?
Well, you got already. It's 8 ounces twice a day.
Thank you.
So to get all the details, guys, so every detail will be given up in the challenge. So those details that you're asking for, you gotta join the challenge to be getting all the details. So no, some people are here just to watch and enjoy, fine. But if you join the challenge, you'll have no problem getting all the documentation, and it's just $14.99. So I'm expecting people to be signing up tonight.
All right. So before I go to TikTok, can you hear me?
On the challenge. So we have.
You're going in and out, Doc. But can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
All right. So here's a Thanksgiving question. What about Thanksgiving for us in the US? So I can answer that. Last year I was in the challenge, and on Thanksgiving Day, that was my OMAD day. And I still ate, still enjoyed Thanksgiving. So it's gonna be up to you. You have to make wise food choices on that day, but it won't interfere with the celebration at all.
Yeah, so in Thanksgiving, you can have your turkey. That's a great source of protein. If that's the way you have a whole heap of turkey, you can have vegetables, you can have your potato salads, which is a big thing on Thanksgiving. I know you can have your pumpkins, you know. So you just don't have rice, you just don't have sugar, you have your water, coconut water, you have vegetable juices, you have your soups. You have lots of foods you can actually have on Thanksgiving, you know. So it doesn't have to be so we have to learn that wherever we are, we can eat healthy. So a person to last week said, boy, Doc, I'm going to hotel and it's my anniversary. And I told her, okay, on your anniversary day, that will be your cheat day. But I have been to hotels in my life. And at the hotels, there's an abundant amount of fish and chicken, vegetables and fruit, nuts and smoothies, and all sorts of things that you can eat. You don't have to eat cake and ice cream and eat unhealthy foods. The hotel have a wide variety of healthy foods to choose from. So you have to practice eating healthy wherever you are. If you're on the road, if you're at home, you have to look for the options. I'm in Europe, I'm in America. I'm still fine. All right, any more questions?
All right, yes. So two more questions and then I'm going to go over to TikTok. So someone asked, you talked about the rices that will be allowed. Someone asked about wild rice, and then another person wants you to repeat the WhatsApp number.
876-583-5632. So in my research, I found black rice and red rice to be within the glycemic range of my staples and would not prejudice you negatively in terms of losing weight. So I have allowed those. That's where I stopped. I did not mention any bulgur or any wild rice or any steel cut oats or any whole oats. I mentioned them broadly. I have approved red rice and black rice.
All right. So now I'm over TikTok. What about if you're on high blood pressure medication? I don't know if they're referring
if
to
you're
the
on
detox.
high pressure medication, as I said, depending on which one, you might not be able to have grapefruit, so lemon would be the choice here. Second, you are sometimes required to take your medication. You need to monitor your pressure, however, because on the challenge, it's expected that your pressure will drop. You will find you will blood pressure monitor to monitor your blood pressure daily to know what the numbers are, so you can go doctor to doctor. I'm on this diet plan. and my pressure drop and whatever. Most pressure medications do not need food to be taken with them, to be honest. So you can take them at the regular time. The issue tends to be with blood sugar medication. Blood sugar medication are generally mandated to be taken with meals, especially insulin. So if you're eating one meal a day, you're going to only take medicine of your sugar medication, including insulin. If you are having a day when you're fasting, you're going to skip your blood sugar medication that day, including insulin. You cannot fast and take insulin. So you will not have your reason to take medication because you're not eating. So the blood sugar medication is meant to keep your sugar down post-meal. So if you're having one meal a day, you take your blood sugar medication one time for the day. Just as if you're sick with a flu or you're vomiting or having diarrhea, you can't eat, you can't take your medication. It's the same thing. So this is a universal advice that will apply to almost everybody, providing that you monitor your blood sugar. If you're on blood thinners, for example, let me just reset TikTok here. If you're on blood thinners, you have to be now mindful that turmeric, garlic are blood thinners. So if you're on things like warfarin, maybe the detox is something that you probably want to limit to just aloe vera alone, rather than going for those other things that may thin your blood too much. So that's a little caveat right there. If you're having any other medical condition or medication, when you're in the challenge, just shoot us a question and I'll answer your question specifically based on your particular unique needs. So if you have specific medication, you want to find out about, join the challenge and shoot that question in the challenge.
All right, next question. Someone is asking for you to put the instructions to join the challenge in TikTok. But I think they would need to come out of live and go to your profile.
Yeah, the instructions cannot go in the TikTok. Instructions is in the, on the screen that you're on, you will see my name at the top, right? Dr. Oliver Thomas. You click my name, that will picture and my name, and you see some script, one of which start with Linktree. That's my that's my link to all of my web pages, all of my social media pages. But the first option on the list is gonna be the 21-day Flatbelly challenge. And made it that way. You click and you fill out. If you want to avoid all of that, you just send me a WhatsApp now to 583, sorry, that's 876-583-5632. 876-583-5632. When you WhatsApp that number, it will give you an automatic response with the same form and the 3-step instructions to get into the challenge. So if you WhatsApp that number now, you get an automated response with exactly what you're asking for, the instructions and the form to join. And when you are going to join, you're going to fill the form out to submit at the bottom, but you have to pay. There are 4 payment options. You can pay using your credit or debit card through my secure link to my bank account, and you'll see that as a 5 Garo link, 14.99 USD. If you're in Jamaica, you can do a bank transfer to NCB or Scotiabank. Those 2 options are there. If you're in the US and you don't want to use your card and you want to use your account, you can use your Zelle, and there's a number there for you to Zelle the money to. And in any of those options, you're going to be able to, you need to screenshot the confirmation of your payment and send it back to that same number.
All right. So someone is asking about drinking half their body weight in fluid. Can they exceed the fluid or not?
Can they do what?
Can they drink more than the recommended half their body weight in ounces?
Yeah. So half your body weight ounces is in a guide. If you're used to drinking 2 liters of water per, heart failure patient or a kidney failure patient, then you have less. But if you want to drink 2 liters of water, if you're 120 kilograms, then you're going to have 200 ounces. That's no problem, but the ounces you do per day. Honestly, Paula, I don't usually measure my water out. I just drink water, drink coconut water. as an estimate, I'll have my water in the morning and I'll have a coconut water. 2, I'll have my smoothie. I watch my urine is clear. I'm assuming that I'm well hydrated, so I don't go around measuring water. One of the things that I recommend though is that you have something that reminds you to drink your water, like a nice, beautiful these in my office, in my car, at my desk. I tend to not like too much plastic, so this is a glass and bamboo with a glass straw that I have a couple of water bottles about the place. Where's the other one? I think the others are maybe at my office. I have this one, which is like totally glass. This is from our Be Healthy group. Paula should be very envious as my signature at the bottom there.
Yes.
So maybe one day, Paula, you get one.
All right. Okay. So there's a mango question on TikTok and also on Zoom. There's a glycemic question there as well regarding fruits. So you can address that. So melon is another fruit that has a high glycemic index while on the challenge. Who is that? Oh, okay. So go ahead, Doc, and just talk about those high glycemic fruits.
Yeah, so the glycemic index of a food refers to how much it sends your blood sugar up when you eat it. That you want to know about this is the glycemic load, this is how much sugar it gives to you. But the glycemic index of food tells you how much it raises your sugar by. And on the challenge, we want to be going for low glycemic foods because those will not stimulate your insulin too much and will put on weight on your body. So it has a glycemic index of 100, that's the highest. Well, bagels is 103 to be honest. A white flour crackers and breads and so on, those things are close 80 or 90, right? Oats. All right, guys, hold on, man. Battery on my phone. Make sure it doesn't die. We can stay connected on Zoom. Yes, set. Still not showing up as being plugged in nowadays. All right, excellent. Are going to be key. The best fruits in terms of glycemic index are going to be your cherry and your berries. Those are like really, really good in the 30s and 40s. So those are only send sugar. Guava isn't bad. Apples are great, actually. Bananas tend to be kind of in the middle, like in the 50-yard region. Pineapples, mangoes, and melons tend to be 60-yard, 70-yard, really high up on the list. So if you're going to have those fruits, because they have so many benefits, we recommend you have them in moderation, right? There's an old adage about having pineapples, having melons by themselves because they have a variety of fruits in your fruit salads or in your fruit smoothies, but you tend to want to go heavy with your berries and your blueberries, your raspberries, your cherries. Those are really the best fruits to have, and your Jamaican oat apples, which is not going to be around for a while, and your guavas, as I said, your nectarines and your kiwis are kind of medium range, but they feel like your melon. Surprising for most people, but melon, pineapple, mangoes are the ones that want to limit the amount you have. Every other fruit tend to be great options for you. All right, any more questions? Somebody asked us payment method.
Go ahead.
As a person, all right, so if you're in any other country but Jamaica, hold on, Paula. If you're in any other country but Jamaica, You definitely can use the Figaro link. That's the first payment option. It's an internationally accepted. Use your debit or credit card, and it's $14.99. You get a receipt, you get an email confirming your payment, and it's totally reversible with one click if you make a mistake. But there's no mistake here.
All right.
There is one question about a substitute for protein
Some
powder in
bank.
your shakes.
What's the question?
So what can we use as a substitute for the protein
Yeah.
powder in your smoothies or shakes?
Well, there are a number of options if to add protein to your smoothies. So as I said before, if you don't have protein, moringa leaf, you can use various types of seeds, like your pumpkin seeds are great sources of protein. You can also use things like spirulina. You can use eggs if you're brave. So one egg is going to give you 5 grams of protein. So 4 eggs in your smoothie would give you the equivalent of what you get from a protein. So eggs, spirulina, great source. Your seeds and your moringa powder are options for
and people can also use
protein in your smoothie.
Yeah, they can also use the cooked quinoa, chickpeas, or even the green sweet peas. Those are high in protein as well, plant-based protein.
Okay. So they can actually cook those Sister Wellness and soak them overnight, cook them, and then add them to their smoothies. All right, great. All right. What do you think about cinnamon crackers? Guys, listen, don't talk about these crackers for this cinnamon. People asking about cinnamon crackers. Guys, this is flour. There's no flour allowed on the cinnamon crackers, whole wheat crackers, white crackers, whatever crack you want to crack it. As long as it's flour, it cannot be allowed. So let go Babylon containing foods. You don't ask no crackers question in this chat here, please. Get me upset tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Foreign cherries can work. Is oats healthy? Oats is not allowed. People are just joining, so I need to just go over. So tonight, let's recap about the 21-day Flatbelly challenge. The way to get your tummy down and 20 pounds off your weight by Christmas. You're gonna join tonight by clicking link in my bio. The link is in the Zoom, the link is on YouTube. What we're doing is a number of things. We're gonna be doing meditation in the morning. We're gonna be drinking water with salt, pink Himalayan salt, because to systemize your body even. We're gonna be doing our detox, which is made from turmeric, aloe vera, following the 2-1-0 eating plan. We have 2 meals a day, 4 days a week, 1 meal a day, 2 days a week, and 1 day out of every week except the last fasting day. With that plan, you're going to be able to lose weight and lose it fast. Final question is before we go over to exercise, which is what really.
All right.
Is
There's
going
a
to be an
question.
exciting part.
Yeah, there's a YouTube question. Can pre-diabetic persons do the fruit smoothie, or should we eat the fruits instead? He's gone. Elizabeth?
Yeah, we missed him. He's
All right. So let's
he's
wait for
gone.
him to
So
come back.
sure, no problem.
I'll wait for him to answer that pre-diabetic question.
Eating the fruits is always good because you get the fiber in it, and especially if you're predisposed to diabetes, that is a good way to when you have the fiber and it'll take longer to absorb, so it doesn't raise your blood glucose doesn't spike. But when he comes, he can add to that as well. But those are the insights for that.
Okay. Any more questions? Does someone?
Doc is back.
All right, good. I think there's a question about the salt. Can you add it during the day? What is it if you didn't do it in the morning? Yes. The answer is yes. Yep. And there's a question, if you don't have salt to put in the water, you can put lemon or lime juice in it. I think we've answered all the questions in the chat. Are there any more questions here on Zoom? Does anyone want to unmute and ask a question while we wait for Doc to rejoin us? All right, so wait, let me show them this. So guys, while you're making your detox, the aloe vera, I shared a link today in the group of how you can make your moisturizer for your skin. So you'll just blend the aloe vera with coconut oil and you'll keep it in the refrigerator. And after you shower, when your skin is still damp, you can use that to moisturize your entire body. Also, you can use it on your scalp. So this is what I use to moisturize my hair. Is very good for hair growth and it thickens the hair. So try to find different ways, like, to use your aloe vera. And also in my spray bottle, I blended up some of the aloe vera and put some water on it. So in the mornings, that's what I use to wake up my hair. So, there are other uses for the aloe vera. So use it. And what I do when I make the detox and I juice the ginger.
Questions.
Oh, you're back.
All right, so I'm gonna, someone is just taking over the Zoom, so I'm gonna just.
No, I want you to come
my-
back. So guys, you could use the fiber from the ginger, like don't throw it away. You can use that to make your tea, so try to repurpose the ingredients that you are using. All right, Doc, you're back. There's a question. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, so there's a question from YouTube. Can pre-diabetic persons do the fruit smoothie, or should we eat the fruits instead?
Fruits, there.
All right, so what I recommend are fruit juices. Fruit juices are going to be very high glycemic because you would have excluded the fiber from the fruits, and that would leave you just with the juice and the sugar. So it spikes your blood sugar very fast and leads to insulin spikes. So fruit juices can make you put on fat. Yeah, because it spikes your insulin. Fruit smoothies or fruits themselves tend to not have that problem. They tend to be retaining the fiber in the fruit, so it holds the sugar within that matrix of the fruit, and so the release of sugar into your system is much slower, and so insulin spike is much less likely with a whole fruit or a smoothie as opposed to having fruit juice. So I do recommend that persons avoid fruit juice on block on the challenge and have vegetable juices instead. Internet connection is unstable, they say. So I'm not sure if you're hearing me clearly on Zoom.
I hear you. Next question: how much salt should they use how much salt should they put in the water?
All right, people, these are things we have gone through already. It's a pinch of pink Himalayan salt or a pinch of Celtic sea salt. So we're encouraging persons who are on. I'm going to wrap it up soon. So to actually join the challenge, because I'm going to move on to now talk about exercise, which is a very important part of the challenge. I don't want to spend all night talking about that. There is a
You're freezing up.
A complete diet day. Yeah, it's my internet slow.
Doc, can you just before you get into exercise, just repeat, folks asking for information again. So go ahead and repeat, and also let them know, will they be able to join the challenge if they don't join tonight or tomorrow? Is there a cutoff date?
Tomorrow is the cutoff tomorrow. If you don't join tonight and tomorrow morning, and that's it, you're gonna have to wait until when the next one starts. I'm not accepting anybody. I want challenge to start on my smoothie. We have sufficient persons to start with. So I'm not trying to repeat things from day one and day two. Want to start, want to have fun, and want to have everybody doing it completely. So if you're not able to join tonight, and that's going to be 21 this time, that's no problem. You still be able to lose weight, just not before Christmas. How shall you face some makeup? Miss Blake, what do you face? So to join the challenge, finally, guys, we're starting tomorrow morning. Let me just recap that part. If you're joining just now, you're on Zoom, on YouTube, on TikTok, right? So instructions are gonna go tonight. So you want to get in tonight so you can join tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, to join, you need to on the number 876, Jamaican area code 583. Tomorrow morning. 6 a short form. Within that form is also the payment options to pay your meager fee of $14.99 for 21 days, 2,400 Jamaican dollars. So it's literally like $100 a day, right? This is the cheapest ever it has been. So you join tonight and there are options to pay. Choose your payment option, send the receipt in, and you'll be in tonight tomorrow morning. Latest we want to get you in is tomorrow. So I will accept no other persons beyond tomorrow afternoon. That's it until the next challenge. So we have some other things that we need to focus on at one time. So we're trying to do that as many people possible. So tonight is your night to join. All right, so let's talk about exercise. So this is another component of the challenge. Now, losing weight is one thing, but losing weight and looking good, losing weight and keeping it off is really, really important for me. So I don't want anybody really sagging and they have no energy, and once they lose the weight, 3 months later, they are back at square one. You should leave the challenge with a as to how to eat and how to live, and you should leave it with a muscle mass that's superior to what you joined with. And so we're going to emphasize building some muscle. Yes, women need muscle too. Muscle makes you look good and healthy and strong, gives you balance, fits your toes, get a nice football buckle shape. So you need to exercise it. And so we're going to take you through a series of exercises. So they're going to be like 5 exercises per one. A floor on a mat that could take you as little as 15 minutes on some occasions. And it's going to be done by now. If you have back problems or bad arthritis, so you can't exercise because of your heart, no problem. To your abs, your arms, and especially your legs. It's going to be key for maintaining stability, preventing falls, and help prevent. The back exercises that we do are going to really key to help you maintain proper posture. So we go through a series of workouts on a weekly basis. So you're going to be doing some of the workouts 3 times for the challenge to be able to build muscle in different areas of the body. So guys, exercise is challenging, but doable. Some persons are unfit and can't finish the workout, no problem. Give it your best shot. But the exercise is going to be key to building your muscle. It's going to be key to maintaining a healthy look and to maintaining a healthy metabolic rate, which means that when you're finished the detox program and the diet plan, you will still be able to maintain the weight loss that you've achieved. This is real and as little as 15 minutes a day. I find time to exercise most days for the week because it's important to me. So make it a priority for you. Pencil it into your schedule. And guess the most important part of the challenge for me is something that I plan to write about in another couple of months. So before I get to that part, let me just put in a plug here, guys. In another couple of weeks, you'll be invited to my book launch. It'll be online, ready, and it'll be published on Amazon soon, and it'll be available. And at our launch, proceeds will be going in aid of course, hurricane relief. So we're going to invite in hundreds of you out to the book launch, if not thousands, come and support and get your copies and idea of what it's about. It's going to be really inspiring. If you have heard some of the stories that are in being a little country boy to a medical doctor, that's what the book is targeted at young people to inspire your kids and your grandkids to be able to achieve whatever they dream of as being their goal in life. So I'm going to be announcing that soon, so look out for that. Now, also, we're going to be also writing a book about how to maintain healthy lifestyle long term. Because over the past 2 years, what I've discovered is that if you do this challenge on your own, in the comfort of your home, with no support, no accountability partners, you're more likely to fail than if you do it where you're interacting with not just your coach, me and Sister Wellness and Tamara, but with other people, from peers and teachers and taximan in the group already. This gives motivation, helps the journey to be fun. So join the challenge means you're joining a family, and this family is thousands of each other. So you get to ask questions and get them answered. You get to post what you're doing. It is said that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, we go together. And that's what our mantra is in this challenge. Talking in the group when it's time for talking. So they're going to be talking windows, just like they're eating windows. I expect you to posting your exercise in the group so we can see the evidence of you working hard and get inspiration from what you are doing. So one day I might get up and forget to drink my water. I'm going to go into my mouth because I don't want to be left out. I don't want to be left behind. And so fellow men and fellow women along the journey. I'll be talking a lot, but I need you to be responding and asking questions and sharing jokes. We're going to have fun. The post in the challenge should be related to the challenge, unless, of course, there's some really emergency like Hurricane Melissa come to Jamaica. Of course, we'll talk about that. Oh, and also tomorrow night, guys, at 30 p.m., right here on Zoom and on YouTube, we can get free therapy for your trauma PTSD. So I'm going to post a tab with the Zoom link in my link tree tomorrow evening. So tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, you can go to my link tree. So make sure you follow the channel. I'm going to post the flyer so you can come and get 1 hour of free therapy tomorrow from a psychology professor. Who is really, and I don't know about you, but I've been traumatized. I've cried like five times. Literally inviting you for that Zoom presentation and a little bit of friends to join to get free therapy to help us all cope and kind of put things in perspective. so we can actually move on to build a stronger Jamaica. And this is part of that, because if you didn't know, let me tell you now, the challenge is going to go towards buying relief supplies for in Jamaica. I can't them out. Challenger who wanted to join, but she can't join because everything mush up. And she had to eat flour because she doesn't eat. And she's so depressed because she lose the 30 pound and she said, boy, that me don't put some back. So you know, so I'm going to link her next week. But your support here, support other people who are going through a rough time. So for that reason, you can join. All right. Are there any more questions? Let me see on TikTok here.
So, Doc, I have someone is saying that they joined, they made the payment, but they have not received their instructions. So, what should those individuals do tonight to make sure they get into the group?
They should send a receipt to me in my TikTok and on my WhatsApp. Send the receipt to the number 583-5632. If you cannot get the receipt, simply just give me your name and I'll find individually. We can't send out 100, 200, 300 instructions. We're going to send them in the group one time. So you need to be in the group, and the group is named 21-Day Flatbelly Challenge. There are other persons in other groups. If your group is named 14-Day Flatbelly Challenge, you're in the wrong group. WhatsApp tonight. I'm going to come off at 9 and I'm going to do 3 hours. I'm going to want to spend a couple of hours adding in those people want to come on. And we'll give the instructions after that so you can actually know what to do tomorrow. So that's what we're doing tonight.
All right. So there's a question about grocery list. Are you gonna put out a grocery list?
All right. So 583. Not really. I basically say what you're not supposed to eat. Long. I want to not complicate it. So you just don't.
All right, we're not
Don't buy
hearing
any
you.
flour, don't buy any sugar, don't buy your chicken. Or sugar, cornmeal, or oats. Do not buy any of those foods. Eat
Can you hear us?
the foods that we recommend. I can hear you. I'm not sure why you're not hearing me.
Yes, you're going in and out.
I can hear you. I'm so sorry, guys, on Zoom and on YouTube. The internet is really poor. Symptom of Melissa.
Yes. And so go ahead and repeat the YouTube channel, Sister Wellness. They could join there for some recipe ideas, and also for the folks who are on TikTok, they could follow Cooking with Jacob 9. And there we have some recipes as well to give them some ideas of foods that they can prepare.
TikTok persons are hearing you. I have you blaring in my living room so they can hear you. So Jacob 9 on TikTok and Sister Wellness on YouTube is where you join to get recipes.
Cooking with Jacob 9.
Cooking with Jacob 9. So somebody could type that into the chat on TikTok. So they could have that. Let me look at other questions that are here. Okay. Can I join the Zoom? Good evening. You'll not be able to join the Zoom. No. You would have to have got the link, and I cannot give you that link here. What about beetroot juice? Erectile dysfunction. Beetroot juice is going to be great for them. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm talking about fruit juice that you make or that you buy. So on the challenge, you're not allowed to have fruit juice. You cannot blend up your guavas and make guava juice. That's not a thing on the challenge. So fruits, but do not make fruit juices where you actually blend the fruit, strain it off, throw it in the trash, and drink the juice. That's not allowed on the challenge. That's not the part of the weight loss program that will cause blood sugar spikes and will slow your weight loss down. Link me with your receipt to get added to the group. I want everybody who paid to be in the group. I don't want anybody left out. The number is 876-583-5632. All right. Number 876-583-5632. All right, let me see. I'm looking for questions. Public connection is better now. Connection is poor. People not hearing the number. All right, so guys, are there any more questions while we're gonna wrap up in another 15 minutes? 876-583-5632. Somebody has over here.
I want you to address what's going to happen tomorrow. So on day one, we're going to take the detox. You have the the liquids, right? Can they have protein? Because tomorrow is the fruit day. So both meals will consist of fruits. Can they have protein with it?
If they want to add a protein powder to their fruit smoothie, that's fine. But there's no meat tomorrow. There's no vegetables tomorrow. There's no yam and banana tomorrow. Tomorrow is a fruit fast, fruit detox. So fruits only tomorrow. Fruit smoothies, fruit salads. Tomorrow is an all fruit day. Water, tea, coconut water, fruits, that's it tomorrow. So we're detoxing our body starting with fruits and then we're going to vegetables in a second. And so on. But tomorrow you don't need, you can just do basically just fruits tomorrow just to get our system freed up and light. First 3 days is really just detox, flushing our system. Did you get that, Sister Wellness?
Yes, sir, I did. And the same thing applies to the second day. That's the green vegetables.
That's all gonna be, that's information for the information for the challenge. That's information for those who have joined. For those who want to join, that's what we want to talk about tonight, how you join. So I'm not going to go through every single detail of the challenge on the live tonight, right? So what happens in day one is for those who join and pay their money. It's not for free. All right. So any more
There's a hand on Zoom.
questions?
Janet.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I understand that tomorrow will be fruits only. I'm in the West, Doc. And I have little or no fruit. The only fruit I have right now is pineapple, and that is for my detox. I just have one pineapple for my detox. What do I do in this case?
Okay, so that's a great question. That's a real scenario that we know that we're gonna experience. So guess what, people? So I want you to understand that if you don't have fruit, you're not gonna starve to death. You're gonna probably try to get something that's gonna be light, some soup, some vegetables. So want to keep it detox. So fruits is the best option for them. Not you can have your vegetables, you can have some soup, or have some chicken food soup, but don't go and eat a big healthy plate of chicken and yam and banana. You want to keep it light. Mostly fluids, very light stuff. All right, that's what I recommend for you for detox.
So that speaks to day 1 to 3.
Pretty much.
Okay.
The other days when you start eating back real food, you know.
Okay.
Day 1 to 3 days, vegetable salads, smoothies, and the soup broth. That's pretty much what we do. So if you have no fruits, no problem. Do your vegetables and do your soup and so on, and your smoothies. If you have smoothie stuff to make, all right.
All right. One quick question. You mentioned vegetable salad a while ago. I specifically said fruits earlier, but fruits and veggies in the same bracket in terms of availability and cost. I just went to the supermarket to top up on items, and believe it or not, you would believe it. The pricing for veggies is out of this world. So again, I don't know. It's gonna be tricky for days 1 to 3. You said no meat, because usually when I do my salads, I usually add some protein. Would egg be okay if no meats?
The eggs are fine, so you want to keep it like easy to digest. So your
But
eggs are fine, and
your voice went out.
Doc, turn off your Zoom camera to increase your bandwidth. Turn off your Zoom camera. That will improve your bandwidth.
All right, so that's better now.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, great. So yeah, so
We're not hearing you.
I'm saying that the challenge has so many components. But a bit of time. If tomorrow you do your detox and you're able to do your breathing exercise, you're able to do your water, and you can't eat it, then fine, you may have to have your fruits. That's okay. But if you do have fruits, the ideal thing to do is to have fruits only tomorrow. But I do understand these are difficult times. And so we have to allow whatever questions you can't get answered because of the Zoom, the internet issues, we'll answer them in the chat. So please post them in the chat. When I open the chat, so you can post your questions in the chat. I can answer them there where you have no internet issues.
All right, Doc. So I know we're gonna wrap up now. And I've seen this question in the WhatsApp group and it's posted again. Is there a different detox that folks could use? Like say if they're allergic to a lot of the ingredients or if they can't get aloe vera, is there another detox that you would recommend or should they bypass that altogether?
I will post it in the chat in the group. There are alternatives.
All right, thank you.
And
I
I'll
think we
post it
can wrap
tonight.
up. Yeah, you're really going in and out, so we can wrap up now.
Yeah, so because of internet issues, so I'm gonna say good night, everybody. We have internet problems, so I'm gonna invite you all to click the link and invite to join. Number again is 87658, or so we can for tomorrow. So good night, everybody. See you tomorrow evening for that live presentation from our psychologist. And we talk. Take care.
Bye-bye.